Going to Minnesota, Breach.
I love
Josh
that.
Dobbs. If the Lions are the best story in the NFL over the course of the season, Josh Dobbs is the best story the last 2 weeks.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Kyler Murray actually played pretty well. I don't think we're going to talk about Kyler tonight, but he actually played pretty well in his debut, and that's a conversation. Actually, we're going to talk about him, I think. That's a conversation for a little bit later here. But Josh Dobbs, aeronautical engineer, graduated with a 4.0 from Tennessee, showed up on 5 days rest. We talked about him last week. He is so fun. He is so athletic. He's so smart. So I was listening to Chase Daniel talk about this on the Athletic podcast yesterday, and he said,
"Was that a good listen?"
It's great. He's so good. But he was saying that he went back and watched the Josh Dobbs first performance last week when he was called into action on 5 days notice. And he could tell that basically what was happening is that Kevin O'Connell was in his ear before the shot clock went off at 15 seconds, telling him, all right, on this side, throw a slant flat. On this side, two slants. And he would tell him that every single time. And he was so quick at processing, able to do it. As you know, Brinson didn't know anyone's name. He got off the elevator today, didn't know where the locker rooms were. Someone had to direct him to the locker rooms. He just keeps balling out. Breach. This team going to the playoffs?
Yes.
Are they winning the division?
Absolutely think that. I mean, look, you think Justin Jefferson gets injured, they're in trouble. Kirk Cousins gets injured, they're in trouble. And now here we are. No, Josh Dobbs is in there saving the freaking day. And look, this is the hottest team in the NFL right now. Sure, the Eagles have a better record and the Chiefs have a better record. Streak. Right. They have the 5-game win streak. And the Dobbs is only going to get better as he gets more comfortable with this system. And you look at, I mean, how do you think Derek Carr felt out there getting outplayed by a guy who'd only been on his team for 8 days at this point, or even Jameis Winston, if we want to throw, since he got to play a little bit after Derek Carr got injured. But Dobbs just
played a little bit. Jameis played a lot in that game.
YOLO Jameis, baby. YOLO Jameis.
Dude, look, I mean, look, real quickly on Jameis. Saints, your upside ain't there. Just give us the enjoyment and the entertainment of Jameis. That was a million times more entertaining than the Derek Carr Saints.
Yeah, and Derek Carr didn't remember anything, Breach, because he got knocked out of the game and had to leave on a cart. But go ahead. Josh Dobbs. By the way, quickly, 5-0. That's without JJ. 2.5-0 without when Kirk went down.
And then the other part, you just asked, are they going to make the playoffs? You look at the other teams in the NFC who could end up kind of in that 7th spot. I really feel like the top 6 spots in the NFC are almost
locked. Are locked. Yeah.
Who's your wild card that has a chance to make it? I think there's only one team.
Well, not the NFC South champion, but the top 6 as far as.
Oh, okay. I think the NFC South champion is the other, maybe the 7th seed.
Right. Sorry, and the Vikings, the 8th place team right now, the Buccaneers are 4-5. The Vikings are 6-4. So they just, all they have to do is coast. If they play 500 football from here on out, which I guess is impossible since they have 7 games left, if they just go 4-3.
I mean, they've got the Broncos, Bears bye, beats Battlestar Galactica, Raiders, Bengals, Lions, Packers, Lions. So, like, you should win 3 of those games.
And then you steal one. You go 4-3, I think they're in the playoffs.
I think if you go, aren't they at, they're at, I think if they go, they're currently at 6 and if they win 3 games, they're at 9 wins. 9 wins is getting you the 7th seed in the NFC.
Well, let's take it up a notch because this is what producer Harry actually put on the rundown originally.
Can they win the NFC North?
When do they win the division?
Yeah,
over the Detroit Lions.
Brinson already explained why they can't. We just put the over under the amount of losses for the rest of the season for the Lions at 1.5.
Well, the short answer is that yes, they can win the division because they have a bye. They have a bye.
Trying to be the Vikings quarterback next week, like technically.
Right, I'm just saying they have a bye and they play the Lions twice. If they sweep the Lions,
oh, that would be saucy.
Right.
And by the way, Kevin O'Connell, fantastic coach, and we were sort of probably giving him short shrift. Kirk Cousins has been playing out of his mind. Unfortunately, he got hurt. Also, Brian Flores. We were getting on him about blitzing like a crazy person. It's actually starting to work.
He's got a top 10 defense.
Yeah. Look at Kevin O'Connell. He'll sell you a great set of tires and coordinate up your offense like nobody's business.
Did you get that Instagram that the guy who wrote down like what these
that was hilarious. Yeah. Loved it.
I'm sure it's like in all of our feeds because we write about football for a living, but it's like the thing popped up. It's like Buzz Belichick. He's like
I don't even remember.
He secretly owns a BDSM club or something.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that part of it, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
So shout out to Josh Dobbs. Great story.